guys, welcome to this video. Today I'm gonna try out and present you the new Overdrive pedal from Keeley Electronics. This is the Noble Screamer. So this is a really clever overdrive, really interesting because inside you have both an overdrive style distortion but also the tube screamer style overdrive. And I want to let you see how this pedal behaves with the tweaking and all the switches in this clip. So as you can see, I've connected the Noble Screamer to the EQ Curve Analyser, and as you can see here is bypassed and I have this flat curve. So now let me engage the pedal, and as you can see it's changed the curve, and now basically I have no drive, so this is basically the curve of the tone. So with the pedal engaged to the overdrive switch to the tone, we have this kind of equalization. So basically we have, of course, a cut on the high frequencies and low frequencies, gentle cut on the low frequencies. Let me now push more the tone. As you can see is pushing, and so as you can see is creating this kind of camel curve, and basically we have a bump on the, let me say here we have on the 300 Hz and here on the 2.5 kilohertz. So this is a curve for the overdrive. Now let's go again to the middle position of the tone, and let's now switch to tube screamer. As you can see it's changing dramatically because we have no more the bass frequencies, bump on the bass frequencies, and when I push the tone, as you can see is basically boosting only the high frequencies, so only the upper mid frequency here on the 300 Hz. So basically when you have here on the tube screamer, you have boost on the upper mid frequencies, but at the same time we are losing, as you can see, the low frequency. So for this reason this is better to use in already distorted amplifier. So now let's focus on the drive. So let me go again to the normal position of the tone. Now drive, let's increase the drive knob on the overdrive switch. As you can see is increasing the low frequencies, as you can see. So let me go back with the level so we can see all the curve boosting again, drive. As you can see also the curve is no more flat but is creating these harmonics because I'm distorting the signal. So let me go again back with the level and increasing. Okay, so this is the curve of the overdrive knob, all pushed all the way up with the overdrive switch. So basically with the overdrive I'm also boosting the bass frequencies. If I switch now to the tube screamer, as you can see the bass frequencies have been lowered, and also the high frequencies, as you can see, have been cut a lot. So overdrive and tube screamer. So I have a huge cut on the high frequency. So for this reason the tube screamer behaves so differently than an overdrive. So in my opinion the tube screamer setting is better to use it in an already distorted amplifier. Let's listen how it sounds. Actually right now I'm using my Gibson Les Paul standard with pickup Alnico 5. I'm going directly to the pedal, and from the pedal directly to my amplifier. Today I want to show you this pedal with this Supro amplifier. This is the Statement 1699 RH, and it's connected to my David Laboga tight series with Mamzer 30 speaker, mic'd up with the JZ microphone Vintage 11, and I'm recording of course with my Antelope Orion Studio Synergy Core and directly to my Studio One DAW. Why I've decided to use this amplifier? Well, actually because this is basically an old concept of amplifier, so basically is without a master volume, and if you want to make it distort you have to raise the volume like a very old plexi. So for this reason I'm using firstly this pedal like an overdrive with very clean Supro amplifier, very clean. So actually I have very low volume here. So without the pedal this is basically the sound of my rig. it's a clean sound. And basically this is my bass rig, and this is how I want to let you see how this pedal sounds with this kind of rig, so using the pedal like an overdrive. Then in the second part of this video I want to let you listen how this pedal works with already distorted amplifier, and I've decided to use this one because this amplifier is not an high gain amplifier. So if you want to get tight sound, you need an external overdrive, and this is great in the tube screamer position to make it tight. Okay, but let's listen in a moment. Let's start with the overdrive position. So as you can see, my amplifier, clean sound, and here as you can see I'm using the pedal with the switch to the OD, so to the overdrive section. With the drive I want to let you listen from 0, of course, then you have the level, of course, to match level the volume between on and off position, and of course here the tone. I want to let you listen the tone with the overdrive, okay, so all the way to the noon. Let's start with this position, let's engage it. Let me say this switch is flexi, so lovely, no any click, and the pedal is through bypass. So I'm starting to get more kind of life of saturation, but really creamy, really gentle. And it's also really dynamic. More drive. It sounds really good, really aggressive but really creamy sound with this distortion. And as you can listen, it's just a bit dark because now the tone is all at the noon. Let's now open the tone with the overdrive switch. This overdrive switch, as you've seen before in the clip, basically is also increasing the volume because the tone is not so aggressive in a small part of the spectrum. It's more on the open, but you can raising also the low frequencies, okay? It's not cutting the boundary, so it's increasing. And as you can listen, it's really great, the sound. me switch to the screamer with the tone, and you will listen that the tone is very terrible, because basically you are cutting all the high frequencies and also the bass, and you are boosting the tone only on the mid frequencies. This is how the tube screamer works, and basically you are losing all the fat sound. Okay, so let me switch. Now is on the screamer. On the overdrive, it's completely different. So pay attention when you use the tone. In my opinion, if you have a clean amplifier, it's better to use all to overdrive, because it is more for an overdrive style. While on the tube screamer, it's better if you have a already distorted amplifier. Okay? Let's switch now the overdrive to tube screamer. Is more focused on the mid frequencies. Overdrive. And pay attention that my basic rig is this one. So all the distortion comes from the noble screamer. Now let me switch the amplifier in crunch mode, and let's use the pedal like a tube screamer, which basically is better to make it sound tight. Okay, so now let me bypass the pedal. Let's go now to the second channel, which I prepared here, basically a distort sound. So this is basically the distortion of this amplifier. It's not an high gain amplifier, and this is a crunch, fuzzy kind of sound. So really reminds me the 70s. So definitely is not really tight. Now let's use the pedal like a tube screamer, okay? No any drive, because I want only to push my DI into the amplifier like a tube screamer, like a normal clean boost. So all the way up tone, and the tone now to the tube screamer, and all the way up level. Let's listen now the differences. So without the pedal, with the pedal, let's now switch to the overdrive here of the tone. It's too much engulfed, so too muddy. Let's use now just a bit of drive to listen how it behaves with the tube screamer drive. To the overdrive. Now I don't like because it's really too aggressive and there is too much mess, so I prefer to the tube screamer and just a bit of drive. Before. Alright guys, this is the Noble Screamer from Keeley Electronics, really minimal and it's really easy to use. Overdrive to use it with a clean amplifier, it sounds great, and Tube Screamer if you want to use it with an already distorted amplifier. Link in the description, let me know what you think about, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!